Hello and welcome back to another Casual Night Chit Chat show. Now, before we begin, as usual, housekeeping, and more importantly, I don't know. I think I did say on the previous episode, right? But you know what? Just for the sake of it, housekeeping. We're gonna do our game dev, and if this is gonna be a slow night like last week, then hey, we're gonna go do our game dev a little bit earlier. All right, as usual, I'm gonna do this. Do I have any topic for the day? Last week we really touched a few small little things. Games, no, not a games. Developers making their game, and I kinda able to push a little bit, but it's not gonna be the main topic. Uh, and that is how much do you need to listen from the community? And that's uh it is a huge thing in a way because this is interesting. This part is interesting, and I don't have enough topic. Not say topic. I don't have enough information in a way that it will be interesting. Oh, oopsie, oopsie! I forgot to do this. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to load my game right now. Because okay, so before we do anything, I just want to do a quick little recap. It is a recap that I have to do it almost every single episode because it will set up the premise. One of the biggest thing is I'm developing my own game, and of course the number one question, and the question has always been asked everywhere, not just my game, is why do you play a certain game? And this is quite interesting because if we are looking at single player games, community, it is important, but at the same time, it's something that it's not too, I would say, not say, no, I cannot use the word important though, because, um, dang it, how do I use that word? Uh, no, not in, dang it. I don't have a word. I don't have a word for it. It is slightly along the lines like technically single player doesn't really need to adhere the community feedback. But then again, not all single player games just ignore straight. Some single player game, in fact, most single player game uh should, if they want to do an update, they should, clear up a few bug fixes and that. But that's a whole different story because of how the trend of live development. Yeah, but in general, single player game, there's no need of like community feedback down the road. In general, all right, in general, let's put it. The most, what do you call this? The one that has the most community feedback is usually on live gaming or at least multiplayer game. Yeah, if you know what I mean, it's mostly multiplayer game stuff. That's where you get the most feedback. Yeah, no, I don't have, I really don't have the word. Oh my goodness, I really don't. But if you could, nah, you know what? I'm not gonna think too much. I'm just gonna set up, like I said, just a quick little recap. Uh, in fact, you know what? I can dare say all single player game will they don't need to adhere to community feedback because once the game is published, it's out there already, right? The only question is whether the game is good or bad. Then the community will decide. The player will decide. So that's that. And of course, like most of this feedback usually comes from live gaming services like MMORPG. That is the most feedback that was gotten from there, following by a little bit of fighting games. In fact, actually, you know what? Let's rewind a little bit. Okay, so the company that treats feedback the most truth to be told, it's from Counter-Strike. Uh, Dota, but that's under Warcraft. Uh, Warcraft 3, but that's a, I would say, a community made custom map. So you know what? It's actually Counter Strike, because Counter Strike has a lot of, has multiple versions. Each version kind of fixes some of their main, I wouldn't say main issue, like fixes some of their issue per se. And of course, if we go to community maps like Dota and whatnot, they have their own version, so that's a whole different thing. And yeah, and of course, the true feedback slash update definitely comes from World of Warcraft. From what I know, from my experience, mainly comes from World of Warcraft and whatnot. And that's that. Yeah. Because fighting games, truth to be told, fighting games, we don't really get a lot of like small little update, like, okay, we increase the frame damage for this, and stuff. Because usually back then they are in the arcade and their hardware and whatnot. So you get very little updates straight away. And then if they want to put an update, it's an expensive update. Yeah, no, wow. I just realized. No, not I just realized. I realized the shift of why we need not say why we need live update. Like certain things just doesn't really need to, but when you're in a live gaming service, yeah, that things change. Okay, you know what? I'll admit that entire thing's change. Huh. Okay, no, fair enough. Fair enough. I was trying to figure out something else. I really, really do. Okay. Anyway, so the big thing is that because previously I did talk a little bit about like knowing your audience, developer do their stuff. It is kind of a critical. This is like the critical point. To what point you should hear your, not say your critics. Dang it. To what point? I need to restructure this because it goes along the lines like, if now we are in the realm of we can push out live updates in a way, so this changes the whole perspective of game development in general. It really does. So that's an ultimate question. How much does it change? And I'm trying to figure out. Because we definitely need to find a middle ground. Okay, we definitely need to find a middle ground for it. And that's that. Wow, no. Huh. When did it become too prevalent? That's the question. When did it become prevalent that all these hot fixes update and whatnot? When was the time? I really don't know. I really don't know. I think it's Fortnite, but Fortnite kind of doesn't follow that formula. GG. Yeah, GG. Although I did not want to risk the previous two hand, although it's a great hand to. Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out. I'm really, really trying to figure it out. Because if, let's say, okay, let's say you deliver the game. No. That also changes the whole game development perspective as well. Yep. So everything changes. GG. Everything changes. No, I'm trying to remember when. But I don't think too much, okay? Because that's hey there, Daily Buddha. Welcome to the stream. Don't think too much. You know what? I'm not gonna think too much. Okay, let's put it through. So I can safely say a lot of games this day has reached to a point where, okay, as of this year, a lot of games has reached to a point where there can be a post-launch support, but I think that is still a very bad habit. Yup. Previously it was okay, because I think, you know what, I'm I'm gonna put that to Blizzard, because Blizzard is the one that has hot fixes that I know of back then. Because it started with StarCraft 2. No, StarCraft 2 is that part has already went quite often already. Not say often, like it becomes kind of a normal, almost normal, not too normal, but almost normal. Diablo 3, no. Definitely World of Warcraft. Definitely World of Warcraft. But then again, but MMORPG is on. Okay. I think it started off with MMORPG. Yeah, it started off with MMORPG, that's for sure. But MMORPG, because you have live updates, and I'm not say live updates, that is expansion and whatnot. So, but in general, there will be community feedback. There will be, all this extra updates and whatnot. And then, do they want to tackle certain things? Sure. Yeah, no, that's that. That's that. I think everything all came from the MMORPG side. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. That's it. That's it. Yep. I'm not gonna. Okay, so I know it's a bit long-winded, but it is very, very important to know two things. Okay. Two very important things. Number one, so developers supposed to make the game that they want to make, and of course, number two, not number two. From the number one, developers should make a game that they want to make, and the developer should enjoy the game that they want to make. That is like, I won't say the unwritten rule, that is like the basic of everything. Okay, you want to enjoy the things that you're working on. If you don't, then the product's gonna be just a corporate. All right, you I don't know how to put it this way, but some games you can see it was made out of love, out of passion, right? And then some games are straight up shovelware, like, oh, you know what, cash in the next hype. And of course, there are a fringe, like the bell curve, right? Like people can really, really passionate on making one type of game, and the game doesn't sell well, right? And then some people, they just simply just rip a game, throw whatever things in the game, and then so happen everybody wants to play the game. So yes, I have to admit there is a wide spectrum of those type of I won't say developers, but development and IP, because I've seen games that had a very, very great windfall, and then they just fall flat. In fact, actually, a lot of games, a lot of games kind of fall in that umbrella. Yeah, in general, just corporate greed and whatnot. Oh, no, I want to do a full. Yeah, so that's that. Then there are games that still run on developer. I won't say developer power, but developer power. Not say developer driven. Like for example, the best example is actually No Man's Sky. That game has went through a terrible launch, terrible launch, and now they have spring back quite some time already. They redeemed themselves, and they are still continuously to put out that banger updates for free. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want to say. Okay. You know what? No, 72. Not a power cut. I don't like. But anyway, so there we go. There is one. That's basically what I want to say. Okay. The developer definitely should fulfill their first. I won't say their first rule, but the first thing, it is games that they enjoy playing, because that's that. Number two, okay, so number two is the one that is interesting, because when you get feedback from a player base, you want to get feedback from the players who play the game. Now, this is a little bit tricky because there's two type of players out there. There are players who are just, I wouldn't say hardcore, but they're just hardcore. They just love the game. They want to And out of those people, there are some who just want to put in their own ideas, which is totally fine. Some ideas are cool, right? You can learn a few, but some they are just loud, I would say. So this is the part where it's tough because the developer needs to know how to filter what to put in and what not to put in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that, and that's it. That's it. Yeah, it's I would say it's a seesaw per se, but it definitely, because on one end, on one end, this is a little bit tough though, a little bit tough because when do you know when do you know it's time to, what you call this, listen to the community and whatnot, right? Yeah, that's the question. That is the question. When is it time to listen to the community and when it's time not to listen to the community? Yep. That's about it. That's about it. Um, yeah. I don't have anything else other than this. Because I am still, not say learning, but trying to understand a little bit more. When is it time to do certain things? Yep. So Deadly Buddha is going through a hand cycle. Now, unfortunately, I spent 2 8s. No, 1 8. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. Do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else. No, I don't think I have anything else already. I don't think I have anything else. I don't think I have anything else. I'm trying to figure out what else do I have. No, no, that's the gist of it for the, not say, but it's a long. I just realized that it's a long-winded story. Yeah, on one hand, I really don't have anything for tonight because I'm still trying to rush out the game, trying, of course, busy, and that's GG for me. I failed to cash in. Yeah, I failed to cash in because I could have done like a 6 something. Oh, let's see if RNG is with me or not. No, RNG is not with me anymore. GG. GG. Actually, I still kind of lose. Because if I don't play the 8, got it down to 1. Yeah, no, because daily damage has been swapped. No. Yeah, actually, no. If I have so many hand play, might as well just go for it. Yeah, yeah. Probably GG. Yeah, not a game. uh, what else? I think that's about it. Yeah, I think the rest. Okay, the rest is because you need the other part. Like these are definitely game breaking for sure. 100% game breaking bug. But see, that's the thing though. That's the thing. I think I'm gonna reserve this for another episode, another time, because we want to talk about. Actually, you know what? I can do start a little bit games. Right? When you do a game development, do you put half-baked games and whatnot? And that's the problem with early access and whatnot. And then of course another end games are getting quite, I won't say complicated, but they are getting quite complicated. So lots of testing is needed. And there goes the question. There backs the question. No, but it is a bad habit. No, I'm gonna say it's still a bad habit. Huh. I just realized something. Uh, no, is it? Huh. Interesting. All right, I need to. No, say I want to fix. No, I think it's all right. Lock. I'm trying to figure out why my overlay is messed up. Okay, now it's correct. Now it's correct. Yeah, I don't know why it went messed up. Okay, you know what? Just to start off a little bit, just to start off. Game development used to be, right, try to push out a product that has little, in fact, back then games. Okay, you know what? I think I can put this up. I can definitely say this without issue. Games made in a day is what you buy is what you get, and it's usually so far I've not seen a game that delivered that is game breaking, like really game breaking. If there is a bug, probably a small fraction of it, then yes, sure, there is a tiny little bug. But those are like glitch and whatnot, and those are, I won't say it's rare, but it is a rare case scenario. Like it takes you a very like a specific spot. You need to do a specific thing, and then to do the glitch, and that's that. And I think that comes with the game, like the charm, right? The charm of finding this type of glitch to abuse. It's not like part of the game, but when you discover it, it's like, ha ha! The only difference is those are single player game. So yeah, you know what? RPG, MMORPG. That's where the live update patch, listen to the community type of thing happens. But at the same time, I think most, I'm not saying most games, a lot of games back then is straight up, right? Straight up. What do you call this? Where was it? It's a full package, all right? What you pay, it's not what you pay, it's what you get. You are paying for the full package as of games these days, right? Half baked game, charging at full price, and it's painful. Yeah, it's painful. Right, and of course, to top it off, Web3 games are, unfortunately, majority of the Web3 games are just notorious on this. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's gonna be uphill battle for most, if not all, Web3 games. I've not seen a Web3 game that reaches a, I wouldn't say game standard, but a game standard. I'm actually not say surprised, but I am enlightened. What's the word? What is the word? It's along the lines. Nope. Before we do anything, nope. No more games. No more games for the night. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. This is, so if you're asking me, brawlers basically going through the most I would say the most basic, the problem number one when it comes to player versus player game. I just want to repeat this, but to top it off, this is literally, this reminds me back at the days. The problem is back at the days. For example, I think it was my first player game that is in StarCraft. Wow, that's so long time ago. Okay, my first online experience. You barely get players because no one has to start off to begin with back then, when no one really has access to internet with relatively ease, right? You have to go out of your way to get an internet connection, number one. Number two, on top of that, not many gamers out there have internet per se. Back in the days, wow, I just realized back in the days. In fact, even MMO, even though when MMO came out, like World of Warcraft. Well, I used to play Ragnarok. Getting friends to play MMO is also tough and rough and tough. Yeah. So because of that, certain games I believe it's the because of this type of shelf life, you really need to stand out. Really need to stand out. I think that's about it though. I don't think there's anything else I can say. Okay, anyway, that's just a long-winded rant. Now we're gonna move on to the next part, like I said, housekeeping for my game. So we're gonna go through a few little things. I will need to load up my Discord. I'm gonna just leave it running on the background for a few while before we switch. So let's see. Because whatever I say, it definitely will apply in my game, and it's gonna be painful. Painful for sure. Okay, so we are at, oh my goodness, I did not log anything for last week. So my game log 21 is just empty. That's not good. That's not good. That's not cool. But we got a few things up and running last week, so we want to do a quick little recap once we reach the halftime. Like I said, for lots of time, the development log is to obviously to write down what I have done. Number two is to showcase. No, it's to make it official. The official timeline. So there will be weeks, or there will be, of course I will be a little bit upset. There will be weeks where the development log is just nothing, bunch of nothing. Yeah, not to say it's my fault, but it's kind of my fault. There's no. I'm not gonna chicken it out. I'm not gonna chicken out. It's just nothing, right? Nothing burger. And because most of the things are just, I actually am going through some of the logs. Like I do put a lot of detailed logs. It's just that last week I got lazy. Okay, you know what? I take this hit. I got lazy for development log 20, 21, and 22, but nothing much yet. Okay, let's go through some of it. We're gonna do a live recap. Hopefully I remember some of them. And one of the crucial thing is because I need to remember, not saying need to remember, but I want. Okay, so let's start off with development log 20, not 20, let's go for 19. It's 19, we can see what we have. Alright, time for single playing push, find combat, adding skill, time for death sprint, okay, yeah. Death sprint, projected death sprint 4 weeks. Okay, yeah, there we go. Main, there we go. MVP stage for single player game, key task, full gameplay loop, digs with priority, combat. Okay, so this one is like very short to be short, so I can't do much. Complete. Alright, so fire play, complete in depth 20. So here we got it. Idle, so start shit. Okay, so nothing here basically is a nothing burger, in my opinion, because I that's all I write, but that's all I did. Boo. Okay. New character for Twitch chat game complete. So this is modeling. I'm gonna put this under. Oh my goodness. Hey there, Victor. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna put a little dot over here. Is how to show case modeling. All right, that's one small little task because modeling there's not really descriptive per se, because like up here it's like, yeah, very descriptive, descriptive, yeah, and then now it becomes okay, fixed single player attack input cycle. Okay, so I think we need to be a little bit more descriptive over here. Okay, so fixed single player attack input. This one I really need to watch back my older stream because I've forgotten what not say what I did. There's so many things I can only explain, but then if I type it out, it's just, yeah, it's just boring, right? Okay, no. Task 3 new attack animation. Okay, that's that. All right. So with that, halftime show is done. We're gonna press pause. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna review some of the script. Okay, so quick little thing is that we got our all of this up and running. Combat, okay. So we're gonna start off with combat, and yes, that is on purpose. Yeah, there we go. You know what? Something went wrong. Yeah, this is correct. Let me adjust the screen a little bit because it's supposed to be nice and large like this. And then for some reason, okay, let's, you know, I'm gonna fix, yeah, this is okay. This is okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I need to fix the overlay again. Okay. All right. So we have no script. I need to load up my script first. Where are you, game managers? Okay. Yes. All right. Back to the Discord. Okay. So yeah. Okay. I know I added a save system. Added the save system to single play game. Combat now tracks player HP. See, some of these things like okay, yeah, you know what? I want to be as descriptive as I can. All right, let's do it. So we have system, yeah, system, HP and mood. Yeah, all right. So fix single player attack input cycle. All right, so that's last week. Yeah, all right. What else? What else? What else do I have in here? Supposed to do, yeah, supposed to, yeah, get game over. Okay, go home. Okay, so when game, no, mood has not reached to its point yet. Okay, so that's that. Not say fix. Ah, this is the part. Combat UI. Player input. Player attack input. System. I'm gonna call it system. Is complete and locked. So I'm just going to be a little bit descriptive over here. Player will have 3 different attack. Require new. And then also another thing is how do I describe animation on paper, right? It's like I don't know how to do it. Okay, player will have 3 different attack to execute. Yeah, there we go. Each attack will have a cost. 2. Alright, there we go. First one. First one's done. Okay, what else did we did last week? This is just a quick little recap. I just want to put it as descriptive as I can because devlog 20 is just nothing. Okay. Here. So we have, yeah, so to show you, we have all this. Go home, yeah, because our mood does not increase. Okay, so HP does not increase when you are at home. So that's a big problem. Yeah, 10 buff. Okay, good. Okay, that is also what we did last week. We added a buff system, and I just realized now we need to fix the mood and HP. So I'm gonna overinflate a little bit for this current testing phase, but I just want to put this in. Just a quick one is player buff. All right, I'll just change a little bit, and then of course we have our, yeah, all right, cool, sweet. Okay, that's it. Now, number one, what do we do with this is I'm gonna quickly overinflate. Yeah, I want to make, so every time you finish combat for now, you get back 100 mood straight up. What do I want to put? You know what? Let's put 50. 50 just for the sake of the game testing. Yeah, you get back your mood, and then of course when you reach home, your HP should automatically recover. And to do more higher recovery, you need to do at least a mini game. Yep, if you want to recover your HP faster, you have to do a mini game. And that's the part we will talk about it. Like, what other failed Web3 games that I've played, or, you know, I'm going to call them fail. Because they are non-existent, they do not exist. I could not play. So when I say failed, means they failed to deliver a single player experience, or, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say that they failed to provide a single player experience. Unfortunately, not all games are built on a single player basis, but that's even worse because they just close the game straight up. And that's one thing I won't say I hate, but it becomes very, very sad. No, disappointed. I'm gonna use the word disappointed at games that died and they did not not saying they did not release a single player experience, but I could not play the game that the developer wants, that the developer envisioned. But with that being said, I have to admit this though. There are some there are scummy developers out there. They just want to do cash grab. So, yeah, those I can't defend. And those are the games that we want to copy. I'm gonna say straight up, those are the games we want to copy. Okay. Because if they close down the game, hey, you know what? I'm gonna straight up copy it. Okay. And that way we can have, and of course I'm gonna copy the fun part. I'm not gonna copy the boring part. Boring parts are just boring. Okay. So when we have victory, so it is game manager. So if you win, you get 50. You supposed to recover. I would say you recover half. So it's somewhere around here. Enemy defeated. Mood plus 50. Okay. First fix. Oh yeah, they can't register because I already stopped the game. I have stopped the game for game dev. Yeah, I can't let the game play while I do this. If not, it will crash. No, not crash. It will clash. And sadly, okay, you can put the blame on me. I decided to build the game alongside with the Twitch chat game. So it's yeah. It's together. Okay. All right, fix update. Yes, start. We want to make sure the tick is there. Every 60 seconds, happiness -10. That's the mood. All right, so fix update. Okay, we want to recover HP. Now, before we do anything, there is a few small little things we need to take care of. Because we're going to use the same enumerator as well. The only different is HP recover. So I think once we get this game loop, we are kind of on a safe, very very safe part. The rest is just getting the assets up and running. So not to get assets up and running. I need to model new assets. Yep, and animation and whatnot, and that's the part. So there will be a few I wouldn't say developer logs. There will be few developer logs down the road that's just going to be boring. Say no updates. So I need to figure out a way to do that. All right. So we yield return. So every 1 second, we will recover HP. And then we will health slider. No, not max value. There we go. Value health. Void update. We have fixed update here. So why am I doing an update down here? Go away. No. So every time it ticks. Okay, there we go. No. Happiness slider value equals happiness. Happiness slider value. Yes, okay, good. That's correct. Delete. Okay, we don't, yeah, I just want this so that we can put down here. Delete. We want to reduce all this fixed update and fixed update and update UI. Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay, now I know where my mistake is. We already have an update UI here. Okay. So same thing as well. We're gonna put a update UI over here. No fixed update. Default every 60 seconds. HP, where are you? HP, health. Health plus equals 5. No, you know what? For now, we're gonna put 10. Just put 10. Restore HP, update UI. Okay. Done. Okay, so back to this. All right. So we have our restore HP, we have our gym, we get buff. Do we want to put XP? Yes. Yes. Let's put some XP. Because over time, you're supposed to get stronger. And then stronger, you get to go deeper dungeons, you get more. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a whole nother set of things that I want to do, but I cannot do that yet. So no, I'm not going to do that. So we're not going to do XP anymore. So we're going to do a little bit like the Sims style. Okay, yeah, HP gets back. When mood goes 0, it's game over in general. Oh, my mistake. I forgot to do one thing critical. And that is... Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to do that style. I think I already committed to it. So let's do it. after HP recover. There we go. Okay, I just copy paste because the game kinda is, I won't say complete. You know, the game is kinda complete last episode. Wow, just realized. And we are entering June already. We are in June. Okay, yeah. Venture over, go home. Let the HP recover. Okay, now what we're going to do is we want to work out on the buffs. We have a permanent buff over here, and we have a temporary buff. So, gym buff, and then 10 buff. Okay, so now we want to decide what can we do. So we're gonna do something like the Sims style. So there's lots of other playground. There are few certain stats that you can raise. And then temporary buff is usually the highest. I would say the highest. Okay. But this is the one that we want to make a decision right now. So once we get our 10 buff, we can go here and then we can start. So let's put it this way. Permanent buff will change some of your what you call this? Oh, that means my max HP can increase. Okay, let's get some stats inside there. You know what? No. Okay. Okay. I think we can do this. Let's do you can do one buff of whatever buff you need to do. What about permanent and temporary, right? That's the part we will take a look. Okay. So today we're gonna do a little bit of decision making. Let's check Adventure Manager, clickable items, 10 buff and buff. Okay. So right now I write avatar buff, XP buff because this is temporary. So let's put a simple level, right? Just put a simple level. Every level you gain, you get what in return? Because we want to look at our save system. So our save file has status, game mode, HP, avatar buff, avatar level, XP buff, XP. So the easiest way to do it is for every time you get buffed, you get more damage. Right? More damage. So every time you level up, you get more damage. Straight up. Okay. So with that, we're gonna introduce our first experience point system. So we're gonna go to our player avatar manager. No, player avatar manager is not what we want to go. First, we want to go through our combat because I don't know where I did the attack. Go for adventure. No, sorry, here. Okay, player attack. Right, so this is our combat. So attack gets a resource. So the resource is 1, 3, and 7. And then there we go. Counter bar, get resource. Yeah, player attack, get resource. So once we do that, it will attack. So player attack. And here is where we go to player attack, right? Player attack, special attack, damage calculation, resource spend, avatar stats, plus buff. So this is our thing. So what did I write over here? So avatar buff, this is bonus damage. Check for bonus. Okay, and damage. All right, cool. The next one is we want to get the stats for our character. So stats. So this is the part we're gonna put on hold because I need to first create the leveling up section. Okay, so we don't care about that. Blah 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 blah. We can delete some of it. Okay, button. Enemy defeated, single player existence, save file, save data, right, reward, gain XP. Okay, so now the gain XP is a little bit interesting because we need to calculate the player XP. However, with that being said, I remembered something that we calculate our XP here in the normal, because you kind of don't get XP during combat. I know some people say, hey, isn't that the whole idea? You're supposed to gain XP while you're in combat. The answer is yes, but I want to make this a little bit different. I want to do something like The Sims. Like if you go on for work and whatnot, like you don't really get an extra. I'm gonna treat the XP as in you prepare yourself. So it's like a reverse thing, right? You gain XP while you're doing certain activities outside combat. And with that, I need to go to the single player. So this is done already. As far as combat is concerned, combat is done from last week. I did not touch anything here, so I'm not gonna do anything here as well. Okay, I just clean up a little bit. Like here, direct damage. So bonus damage, I wouldn't say +2. Yeah, you know what? Temporary buff. We will calculate the whole entire thing again. Okay, XP buff. Oh yeah, XP buff. All right, cool. Okay, it's just temp. Okay, I just need to write down a few things because it's important. Go for an adventure. No, enemy defeated. Game end. So this is where we all status. All right, so this is where it gets removed, or the buff. Yeah, basically reset. Disable all status / reset. Okay, 10 bonus status. Yeah, there we go. Put here. Done. Okay, so everything is here. Good. Got to change my screen. So the next part is now calculate the XP. So I need to go then get my single player. Okay. Where are you? Jim? Temporary, permanent. Where did I put save system clickable items? There we go. Okay. Okay. +15. You know what? Let's keep it at +15. Okay, so once we click, so it's saved under clickable items. I don't like his. I don't like this. Okay. Let's start with game over selectables. House. What's this? Okay. House UI. Okay, so this is house UI. This is gonna be status. Okay, this is gonna be buffs. And then there's gonna be XP gain. All right. Lux is what we want. Yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna put somewhere down here for now. Avatar level 999. Okay, we're gonna switch this. Yeah, we're gonna this. Avatar 999. And then this is Avatar XP. XP. 999. Okay, done. Okay, now we can go here. Okay, so clickable items, XP buff, buffed. Okay, fetch data, clickable items, permanent, buff avatar, so direct calculation. Put back into save data. Update UI. Yeah, we got TM Pro over there. XP calculation, 10 buff, new level. Okay. Get XP. Last thing I write is single player. Or say so XP system. I need to rewrite. I'm not say rewrite. I need to put this in. New level. Okay. Yep. New level is. Level. Selected. Populate data. There we go. Click item adventure. Click item house. Fetch data. Oh, oops. Oh, wait. No, okay. If it's house, if it's else, temporary buff. Okay. All right. Combat house. Yep. Okay. Extra UI. Temp buff equals. Oh, this is a buff status. Let's clean up this part. Fetch data. Selected UI true. Okay. Extra, just extra, not even UI. Refresh UI values. So this is the part where we go avatar level equals pick. There we go. Okay. Avatar level string. So I just realized this round we don't really have a lot of showcase because I'm trying to not figure out the next thing, but we are trying to do. I won't say do though, because we are in a place where we don't really have. Wait, hold on a sec. Let me. Yeah, all right, cool. Because today we are mainly just recapping a few things here and there, and then clean up. Yeah, you know what? Kind of clean up. So these are the things that I don't know how to put it in the log. Like, what do I type? Like clean up. And of course, clean up, we have a lot of laundry lists, but then if I list down the whole thing, it is as good as writing a script. So certain things I don't really write because of this. But that's a good question though. Huh. This is item one. Okay. So today's update is, I would say, slightly boring, even on showcase development, but you know what? We fix one or two small things, right? That is, yeah, right. Buff one XP35. If I click gym, and then I need to rewrite certain things. Level 2. Okay. Let's and with this, we have reached to the end. Oh no, not the end of the stream, but we're gonna finish this. Oopsie. Just do some of this, and then last but not least, player avatar manager. We're gonna do one last, so bonus stats. All right. And then we got another one, bonus damage plus equals straight up direct. All right. For every level you gain, you plus one more damage. So if you got everything, it's like base damage, which is resource, and then plus 2 if you click the buff, and then plus your level. That's it. That's it. I don't want to make the game too complicated, so this is going to be the first build of the game. And with that, we have officially reached. Yeah, no, we have officially reached the full game loop, as in feature complete. You know what? I dare say it is feature complete as of today. I just realized because last week I had few things like, oh, maybe I need to do something, maybe not. Okay, so number one, if you click any of the buffs, you gain buffs. Then if you click here, level 2 XP 3 buffs, bonus attack XP gain. Alright, sweet. If I have to restart the game, because I didn't click anything, so it doesn't save. If I click the windmill, XP gain. Oh, okay, looks like I only have XP gain. Huh. I think we need to write a few more things here. Like we need to lock out the. If I click here, bonus attack buffs. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this again. I just want to double check. This is a full game loop. We really have the full game loop. So for here, enemy attack. Hey, hello. Why am I not getting damage? Hello. I'm not getting damage. Yeah, enemy HP is hitting a. I mean, I'm hitting a lot. Oh boy, this is not good. We need to fix this. It keeps on going. I don't like this. Alright. So there we go. Buffs. Alright, so if we click this gym, we should get XP gain. And then we just close and play. It should not say XP gain. If it still says XP gain, which means it auto save. Yeah, alright, cool. And then we click here, it's buff, bonus attack. Here, alright, bonus attack XP gain. So if we don't save again, just double check. Make sure everything's good. Yeah, alright, cool. So plus you, so we are fully buff. The rest is just visual indication. Okay, this is the one I need to fix. We want to officially. I mean, I did fix. I don't know why though. I don't know why we're not getting that damage. Oh, okay. Now I realize why. My HP is way too inflated. I'm at 1,000 HP. Oh well, 1,000 HP, give or take. Okay, sweet. But why? Why my HP is so? Oh, okay. Dumb moment. Dumb. Because of this little thing over here. Increase health. Okay, so increase health every 60 seconds. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. We're gonna copy this. And then we're gonna put it here. Health plus equals 10. Yeah, this is the dumb part. Me dumb. Okay. There we go. All right, sweet. So now I have to restart the whole entire game. We're gonna reset. It should work. That's why I was like, why did my HP is like not falling down? Because I know we did that. Game manager. So we're gonna reset the whole entire game. I should have a reset button. Yes, got a reset button. Reset the whole thing. Okay. No. All right, now the first thing I want to check is here. Yes. Okay. Good. Whew. Okay. So we're gonna finish this by pressing one. We're gonna fix one crucial thing, but it's not game breaking. It's just crucial. It's the new game. All right, game over. Go home. Yeah. All right. Cool. So with that, that will be the last of the last. Now what we're gonna do is when we have new game, happiness 100. All right, everything 100. But before we do anything, we want to reset save system. The only way to reset this is very simple. What we want to do is single player save data equals new. Basically, we want this. Done. That's it. Okay, so if this works, which means if I press new, when I do a new game, it should reset the whole entire thing. In fact, when it resets the whole entire thing, I don't really need. Oh no, we need down here. We need down here. Okay. Yeah, we need down here. Yeah, 0 0. There we go. There we go. All right. With that, we have reached the feature complete. All right, showcase. So I press new game and I forgot to change. Boop, there we go. Okay, so the full game loop is done. All I need to do is, okay, so we have XP buff. Of course, the UI is not complete, but as far as the feature is, yeah, there we go. Level 1, XP 5. Before I do anything, let me double check something. Level 0, XP 0. Not a big problem. This is under life manager. No. Here. We need to +1 over here. +1. Yep. Okay. New game. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through the whole entire playthrough, just to show you that the game is complete. The rest is just visual updates. So from here on out, officially, I can put it on the vlog, on the development log, and say it's done. Click. There we go. Click you. Now we wait. Yep, there we go. 1 damage. Do I get damage? Yes, I do get damage. Now, obviously, enemy not supposed to get staggered for every hit, so this one we can just leave it as it is for now. 2 big damage adventure. So we can clean up a few things, right? The rest is just visual cleanup. Like, do we want to put a delay? Do we want to? We definitely need to put delay and whatnot. Like, so, level 1. Yep. Click. Boop. There we go. And then the mood should go down, but the mood I put every 60 seconds. So we're gonna do another overinflated mood, like it goes down super fast. You get back your mood super fast as well. So whew. With that, that's all I have for you for today for episode 22. And we have reached officially single player game is now feature complete. For what I want to do, I won't say feature complete. Actually, it is feature complete and feature lock, which means I will not introduce any new feature until we get our MVP build. Or I don't want to use the word MVP build, to be honest. Minimum viable product. No. Let's change it. We're gonna get our first version 0.1 build. We're going to use the word build rather than MVP because we want to, and this is a testing, no, I don't want to use 0.1 as well because technically it's version 1. You know what, we're going to talk about all this versioning and build and whatnot in the next episode while we are trying to get this up and running. Because I want to say officially, we want to understand a little bit more like why there's so many versions, why there's this and that. Then of course this actually goes alongside with what we have talked today, which is live service, community feedback, and whatnot. So we want to go through all of those slowly as we push for the next, for the first. You know what? I'm going to use this for the first playable build for you guys. Hey, yes. Once this is out, you can play. Yup. Okay. Cool. With that, that's all I have for you for today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help the channel grow. For those who are watching on YouTube, for those who are watching on stream, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friend. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place this Thursday. And before we end the stream, I'm gonna do a little bit of housekeeping. I want to write all the logs I have for today and last week, because we have a lot of things to write. And you know what, on one end, because I was a little bit busy. Okay, you know what, as of now, stream has ended. Stream has ended, and now we're gonna do some logistic housekeeping. Because I don't think anyone have done this style of death, I think. Okay, let's go with the housekeeping part first. Let's get to it. Oh. Oopsie. Shit. There we go. Okay. All right. Combat player now inputs a law. Player has T-driven attack. Custom skill. Added a buff system. I'm gonna call it the system. P. This is gonna be temporary buff. Once per combat round. So because we want to add a few buffs, but that's not a big deal because we already have that. Add the save system, combat UI. Okay. What did we fix? What did we add? Save system. Let me go back here. UI updates. Some back. UI update. New character game, because I know with the new character Twitch game, new story milestone for, yeah, new story milestone. That's for Twitch game. There are really not much up here. All right, add the buff system. What else? What else? What else? I think that's it. What's the rest? Just testing. All right. Feature lock. Yeah, that means we're not going to introduce any new feature at all, because if not, it will mess up a lot of stuff. Delete. Okay. Let's. Oh, come on. So what did we do today? Today we do a clean up for HP. Clean up code, because that's no, edit and clean up code, because we did kind of clean up for HP regenerate in at home. All right, so that's number one. Officially, SP game is not feature locked. Yes, I just realized there's nothing much to type. What else did we did? Oh, we another round of UI cleanup. We did not change the save system, so that's one thing. I would say clean up on bonus attack and no, clean up bonus attack for player. Yes, that's what we did as well. What else did we do? We didn't, yeah, HP, the combat side, we did not touch anything. Player buffs, check. HP, yes, check. Clean up, yeah, bonus. We added a little bit of, no, we must say we get our bonus up and running, check. UI, yes, that's what we did, check. I think that's it. I think that's really it. See, nothing much. All right, so the most important thing is this line over here. Officially, it's now feature log. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I don't think I changed anything else. Yeah, the rest is all about yeah, I don't have anything. Animation, assets. Okay, so the next part is how do we introduce assets and whatnot. Mini game. Okay, now no mini games. I have to put this. I have to. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put this major note. No mini game for this build. Let's feature log note. There will be no mini. No. Note. Mini games will not be in the first build. Yeah. And oh, and then we got our game over screen. Ta-da! All right. Mini games will not be in the first build. Oh yeah, there we go. Task. No, not say no more. Minimal coding. Minimal coding due to feature lock needed. If I need to code, it's most likely for visual. Switching to visual and done. All right, cool. I think we have enough. So I think this is okay. The length of this is okay. This is like this is okay-ish. This is okay-ish. This is cool. I like lots like this, but this is mainly because task. All right. Yeah. You know what? That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right. See you guys, my friend. See ya in the next episode. No, in the next stream session.